Hello and welcome to the Fools Podcast. We got another episode 7. Today, we fan cast the MCU's Green Goblin and Madam Web. We talk about the Falcon and Winter Soldier for the majority of this episode, so expect spoilers. We joke amongst ourselves. We talk about the James Franco and Seth Rogen breakup, which leads us into Freaks and Geeks. We talk about multiple cop situations involving Ivan. We talk about the Fresh Prince, the Venom 2 trailer, and we try to fan cast a better Carnage. We talk about Star versus the Forces of Evil, which has some spoilers in there as well. We talk about Invincible versus Jupiter's Rising. I would like to apologize in advance. We left a fan on after the ad break, but it stops after about 12 minutes, so you guys should be fine. An ice cream van comes by, and Angel's mom has a little cameo. Ivan talks about this Yu-Gi-Oh! VHS tape I had, which leads us into conspiracies and how we would make up conspiracies, and we talked about conspiracies in the Final Supper. Angel talks about a trip to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we end on Logan Paul versus Mayweather and our opinions on it. It's a pretty good episode today. I hope you all enjoy it.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
It's a good morning somewhere.
Welcome back to the Fools Podcast. Which episode is this? Episode 7.
7.
The Force Awakens. The cast awakens.
The lucky number 7.
Bro,
The heavenly number 7.
it's like every week now. I'm just like, damn, it really is just Tuesday. Every single week. It's
You
just
feel
like,
that
it's
way
just- he's
now.
flying.
You feel that way now, but watch when episode 50 comes along.
Man, that's a lot of weeks, dog.
That's a lot of weeks. In fact, I think we'll already have our anniversary by that time.
Whose anniversary?
The Fools Podcast.
Like a year anniversary, dog.
Yeah.
50 on the 50th episode?
No, 52 is the year.
For real?
There's 52 weeks in a year.
No way.
Who's
Dude.
You know it's mad better than me, dog.
Do you really?
me, dog?
Me.
Hey, you want some up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Not much. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I say it, I guess. Because I don't
They're saying it wrong.
I really just want to say what's up. That's what I'm drinking for. Just want to say what's up.
Y'all ever just enjoy some nice TikToks?
Not occasionally.
You know when I was a kid, I used to eat the orange ones, like the candy.
That's the
Yeah,
orange
bro,
ones.
This is the orange
Yeah,
one.
I used to eat those like candy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, like,
Because my dad used to eat them like candy.
Really?
Yeah.
it's funny. Today I was literally telling Ivan.
It's a snack and it makes my breath smell fresh.
That's not what I told you. I still treat them like candy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because that's basically what they are. I don't think they do make
Well,
you.
not the orange ones, at least.
Yeah, that's like a lot of sugar, bro. That's not. This is a candy.
Nom nom.
Hey, man. Sugar
In fact,
makes
I don't
the
even
world go
see
round.
like any.
Actually, Ivan looks like an orange Tic Tac right now.
Oh, shit, I do. I forgot I was wearing orange.
I'm reading the ingredients, and none of this sounds like ingredients for a fucking mint.
There's no mint at all.
There's nothing there. None to make your breath smell good.
No wonder.
Sugar makes your breath smell good.
Does it really?
No.
I think it actually causes more bacteria.
Yeah, quite the contrary.
Wait, really? It makes more bacteria?
Because it just dissolves right there, it stays right there. So, that bacteria attack it.
Why is it staying there?
Because it's like sugary, sticky. That's why you get cavities, because sugar stays on your teeth.
So if you have sticky stuff in your mouth, your breath might smell bad?
Or if you just keep eating a lot of sugar, I guess.
If you were a ghost, would you rather haunt a savanna or a jungle?
Jungle.
Why?
More things to haunt.
Yeah, because no one really goes into savannas.
Unless you're going like on a tour.
Also, isn't savannah just a name of a desert?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
Or is it like an actual,
Yeah,
is it a noun?
Yeah, he's tricking me.
It's a noun.
Is it a true question?
It's a place.
I know.
But is it
No, but-
capitalized? Or is it like...
Yeah.
It's like a...
Isn't savannah just a desert? Like a name of a single desert?
I don't know.
So you're telling me would I rather haunt a desert or a jungle?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe a desert. Because if people get lost and shit, I can fuck with them.
Good.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
But if you were in the jungle, you could like hide behind trees and shit. But if you were in
No,
the...
you're right. A savanna is a mixed woodland and grassland ecosystem characterized by trees being sufficiently widely spaced so that the canopy does not close.
Yeah.
The open canopy allows for sufficient light to reach the ground to support an unbroken herbaceous layer consisting primarily of grasses.
Yes, I was right.
Yeah, he was right.
Yeah.
You know that place in what's the name? Madagascar 2? Oh, it's Savannah, bro.
That's the one with the hippo, right?
Yeah.
The name's so nice you say it twice.
Yeah. Moto.
Moto.
It's Moto. That
I
fool's
like
mad
a
thick.
big.
I like
I
a
like a
boss.
I'm pretty sure Alex's dad is played by Kurt Russell.
Who's Alexis? Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why? Because Kurt Russell's just been playing everyone's dads?
Yeah. He made a Christmas movie 2 years ago for specifically on Netflix.
Yeah. And he
I watched it.
was super in depth into being like Santa Claus, like to get ready for the role.
Uh-huh.
Like he did like a lot of research and shit, specifically for that movie.
I don't know why people do that.
It's weird. You're Santa Claus, bro.
Yeah. Like when an actor takes a role.
They're trying to figure out why he's so jolly.
Like I get why like you
Why does he like kids so much?
sometimes it really works, right? Like the actors submerge themselves into the character, right? And other times it doesn't work. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like when Jared Leto tried to becoming the Joker, and he like used condoms to people, his castmates and shit.
He what?
Yeah, and he would just act crazy around them, which is cool, whatever. But like, it's all what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. He did the Doolittle movie, the Dr. Doolittle movie.
Oh, yeah?
It's a new one, right?
Holy shit, bro. Nah, his dad was fucking Bernie Mac.
No way.
Bernie Mac, bro.
Why did I think it was Kurt Russell? Oh, R.I.P. man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bernie Mac. I didn't know he was even alive during that.
Yeah, me neither.
And the father's rival was Alec Baldwin.
Mm.
You know the other guy? The Scar, basically, guy? The guy from Beetlejuice.
Oh. All right, so Robert Downey Jr., when he got casted as Dr. Doolittle, he started doing a shit ton of research on Dr. Doolittle. Like,
yeah, why?
The actual guy. I'm like, why? Like, Eddie Murphy made that movie dope as fuck, and I'm pretty sure he didn't do no research on that shit. He's like, I'm Eddie Murphy. I'm Dr. Doolittle.
I'm Dr. Doolittle.
Exactly.
Bro.
And what happened, Dr. Doolittle tanked.
Yeah, both of them.
I don't know. Eddie Murphy one had like sequels and shit.
Sometimes you just
And a
gotta
cool little
kiss
mouse
it.
character or some shit like that.
I mean, I don't know. The Robert Downey Jr. one was alright.
You watched it?
Yeah, of course I watched it.
Why?
I think it's on Disney Plus or
Because
something.
you have a family? You're a family man?
I guess.
Or some would say family guy?
Oh.
It's a Family Guy.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do.
Laugh and cry.
He's
Family
guy.
Shut the fuck up, Meg.
Uh.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Bro, Quagmire, worst fucking character, bro.
Why?
This guy blows up on fucking Brian because he's like, you have a crush on your blah blah's your owner's wife, blah blah. And this guy fucked like 5 of his fucking friends' wives. Like every single friend he had, he fucked their wife.
You have a point. You have a strong point there. That's why System of a Down broke up.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Serge Tankian fucked, I think, the drummer. He fucked his wife.
No.
And so the second singer, I think his name is Chavo.
Are you spitting like rumors right now? Or
No, it's facts. And Chavo, he was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm rolling with the drummer. And then they made Scars on Broadway.
With Damien?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that's what happened.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like fucking, what's it called? Dewey Cox? Dewey Cox story. Walk Hard.
You seen that movie?
Oh,
Of course
yeah.
I've seen that movie.
That movie's awesome.
This is like one of the best movies. That's a spoof movie.
It is?
Yeah, it's based on Johnny Cash.
Who's Johnny Cash? I'm just kidding.
The guy who didn't hurt.
The guy who didn't write Hurt? Yeah, he didn't. It was 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
In 9 Inch Nails' version, he says, I wear this crown of shit. And in Johnny Cash's version, he says, crown of thorns.
That's more family friendly.
Yeah. It works.
Bloody thorns. But then, where was I going with that? What was I saying?
Dewey Cox is a Johnny Cash story.
But
But it takes place in, like, modern day, though.
No. Not really.
Dewey
It takes-
Cox?
No. It
Oh,
doesn't.
I'm tripping, dog.
Yeah, you are.
No, you showed... Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. You showed me the Dewey Cox story. I got it mixed up with, fuck. there's a movie with David Spade where he plays a child star, a grown-up child star who can't get any more movie roles, and it's called something Cox.
Something Cox.
Yeah.
I
I forgot what it is. Let me look it up real quick.
All right.
Keep talking about Dewey
So
Cox.
basically, there's like a scene where he's like with one of his bandmates, and then like he's like fucking the wife, but with the bandmate. So later on, he's like, "You fucked me and my wife," and I still like have conflicting thoughts about that night. Because like basically the band's breaking up with him, so it's really funny.
Yeah.
And they all mention things like the shitty things he's done.
He's in Emperor's New Groove. What the hell? David Spade plays Cusco.
Yes.
That's cool.
Whoa.
What are you talking about? Yeah, of course he does. Bad llama. You think that's not a David Spade like?
Nah, I never knew that. That's crazy, man. That's awesome. Why is he so cool?
He literally always plays the asshole.
Oh, it's called Dickie Roberts. It had something to do with fucking schlongs.
Fucking schlongs, bro.
David Spade is Dickie Roberts.
I was watching Tommy Boy last night.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
You
one.
watched Tommy Boy?
Yeah, I was
That
watching
movie's
Tommy
tight.
Boy. I'm not done with it yet, but I was watching it.
How are you not done with it?
Okay.
How are you able to pick that movie up and not and put it down?
That's a great movie.
Because I would play the other scenes in my head until I watch it again.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Rob Lowe's in that movie.
Rob Lowe's in that movie.
Yeah, he is. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
Rob Lowe sings
looks
his way
the
in
same.
movies, bro.
Yeah.
I never knew that was him.
It's the
I
college.
never knew Rob Lowe was inside Austin Powers as well.
Literally,
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's,
he is.
He's
Yeah,
number two.
He's number 2 in the past. Man, it's fucking crazy because, like, I've seen Rob Lowe in all these movies, right? But I didn't know who he
Yeah,
was until I watched Parks and Rec. When I watched Parks and Rec, then everything just started to click. I'm like, what the fuck? He was in here? He was in there?
Bro, Rob Lowe could play a good Green Goblin.
Yeah, he could.
That's what I'm saying. He could be Norman Osborn because he has like that aura and everything about him. That's like
He's
this
kinda evil.
is a good guy.
He has that
Yeah.
smile too that
Yeah.
kind of looks evil, but you know it's nice because
Yeah.
it's,
He's like a friend of me.
Yeah.
Because William Dafoe can either be your enemy, he can either be William Dafoe, or he can be your friend. Yeah, William the friend. But Rob Lowe can be both. Exactly in Tommy Boy, he plays the friend of me.
yeah, and he has that smile.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude. The perfect casting. Also, that one girl from Game of Thrones, Cersei Lannister, could be Madam Web. I've been saying this for a long time.
That's the girl that plays Phasma.
No.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
I don't like Game of Thrones.
I think her name's Lena Headey.
Because they gave that scrawny little boy to play Iron Fist and made Iron Fist look whack.
What looks like a little boy?
I don't know.
I mean, he just has hate in his heart. Okay. Okay.
Wait, the Iron Fist actor was in Game of Thrones?
Apparently.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
And then the girl who played Jean Grey in the newer X-Men movies, she came from Game of Thrones as well. And she's whack.
It's the I'm just saying she could play Madam Web.
That's cool.
But you guys wouldn't, since you guys actually don't watch Game of Thrones, it wouldn't make sense. Why? But just trust me, the acting fits.
Is that so?
It is so. So very, very so.
Madam Web's theme song should be Spiders from System of a Down.
I'm pretty sure Sony will do some shit like that.
Sony, yeah.
Yeah?
Not the MCU.
No. MCU is pretty trash with their soundtracks.
Bro, the hell Black Panther. One of the best movies, superhero soundtracks
Because
of all
they
time.
actively went out of their way to make that soundtrack.
Yeah.
They people wanted to make that soundtrack.
I don't know, man, because Ant-Man's theme song that plays inside the Ant-Man movies is dope as fuck. And when he has a scene in the Avengers movies or Civil War, they play his theme song, and that shit slaps.
I don't know how it goes.
Let me play it right now. Can I?
I'll just skip it.
That shit's hard.
Nah, I don't know, bro. That's just a spy song.
Yeah, LAKEY.
Yeah, that's just a spy song,
That's a
bro.
spy song.
See, that's what all the MCU does is make these songs that fit the movie narrative, like all the Winter Soldier songs, it fits the whole Winter Soldier movie. All the Ant-Man songs fit the Ant-Man movie. All Spider-Man songs fit the Spider-Man movie. Oh, you know what has a dope soundtrack in the MCU? All the Guardians of the Galaxies.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
they also actively went out of their way to match the soundtrack. I think he actually did the other way. I think he had the soundtrack first and he matched the movie to it. James Gunn.
Oh, that's what he did?
Mm-hmm. Like he had like the idea of the movie, like obviously, and then had the songs go with it, and then yeah, they met. That's why the songs go so good with the fucking movie. Like the chain in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
That shit hit.
That shit hit, bro.
I finished Falcon and Winter Soldier. That shit was tight.
Bro.
And all the theme songs are in there too. The Winter Soldier's theme song is there. When they show up, spoilers.
Yeah.
For like this whole fucking thing.
Yeah. We'll sort of spoilers right now.
Yeah. Just cover your ears. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
No, but
guys.
when the Wakandans show up, every time they show up, Black Panther music plays. It's tight. I don't know why people were hating on John Walker. That fool's cool.
His character made sense.
It made so much sense. That shit was tight. Especially when like his partner dies.
Bro, when his partner dies, I seriously thought that they were gonna make the partner into like the good version of him, basically.
I didn't think he was dead for two reasons. One, I kept seeing memes about him before I started watching the show. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I guess he's still alive then. And then two, they never even did a funeral for the motherfucker.
They didn't.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, this guy really was.
That
like,
is major
John Walker.
disrespect.
John Walker was really all sad, and then went, "But I'm still Captain America."
Yeah.
Like, made it about him.
What a fake
He
shield.
made his funeral about him.
Well, he was just like giving the bad news to his family. It's pretty sad. But yeah, he was tight, man. Like, I really liked his character, and he's Kurt Russell's son.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
He responded to when people put the meme up about him looking like the guy from Up. And he was like, that was really funny.
That's funny. Yeah, he kind of looks.
Yeah,
he looks like Chester Bennington to me a little bit in the cap suit.
I don't think so. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But nah, I don't see it because his ears and.
Yeah, it's the ears and the chin.
He's really like pudgy, I think would be the word.
Which is weird because he doesn't look like that without the mask.
Yeah, that is weird. The mask literally kind of just squeezes him.
That first episode's kind of hard to get through.
Bro, if we were like MCU theorists and shit, we'd be like, so you can see how the mask doesn't exactly fit him as a character, and that just kind of equals how he doesn't fit the role of Captain America.
Just pick someone smaller.
Yeah. See, his ego is so big. He's squeezing into the suit.
As they say, he has a big head.
The Falcon thing was getting like his life background story is getting.
Yeah.
It's pretty boring.
Bro, no, I wouldn't say his life background story was getting boring. I would say the way that they were treating it, the way it was toned.
I like when he tries to get the loan. That was cool.
Yeah, because then a lot of people liked it too because they were like, oh, how do these heroes get paid?
Yeah.
Do they get paid or what happens? And they don't. They tell you straight out that they don't get paid.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like Tony Stark would have paid him. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what that one guy said.
Yeah, he was like, so does Tony Stark pay you guys or what? Blah blah. And it's like, doesn't he? Does he not? Why wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And even if he's gone now or those 5 years have passed, I don't see why he wouldn't have kept a trust fund or a emergency shit.
I was so happy in the beginning though, that first mission Falcon does by himself, because when they show the other plane, I was like, George St. Pierre. I was like, oh, let's go, he's back. George St. Pierre plays Batroc in Captain America Winter Soldier, right? And back then I wasn't really fully into UFC at all, and so I just knew Batroc. I knew Batroc from the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. He's really he plays a big role in that cartoon, and he's all funny and shit. So then it was 2 years later that I found out that was Batroc in Captain America, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was another year after that when I found out that was played by a UFC fighter named George St. Pierre, who was pretty popular. He was a champion, a dominant champion. And yeah, now he's back and he looks the same. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. From 2014 all the way up to 2021. Shit's tight, man.
What I don't like is how they didn't give him his mustache.
Yeah.
And they didn't they always keep failing on his suits. His suits never
I think he kind of had the first Well, because when you look at Winter Soldier, his scene, all the colors are muted because it's at night.
That's why.
And it's like a stealth mission. But when you look at his actual suit and like proper lighting, you can see the purple and gold on it. It just looks like Batroc but wearing cargo pants, which is really cool to me.
Baron Zemo's, that was lit.
That shit was tight. He had a dope ass coat.
His whole.
You know me, I like dope coats.
The dope coats, bro. You gotta have a dope coat if you're going over there to what's that place called? Madripoor.
Which was cool.
I seriously thought we were gonna get more in Madripoor.
Yeah, way more. Because it was more. The whole thing with the three of them going there and shit, it was cool, right? But then when you find out Sharon Carter's there, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't care
Can we
about
talk about Sharon Carter
Carter
for a second?
She's lame.
I think she's probably the worst part of the show.
She's definitely the worst part of the show.
Not her her acting or whatever. It's literally just how this character is written.
Yeah.
You're seriously telling me the one girl who risked exile and helped Captain America and blah blah.
Yeah,
because it was like a love interest.
Yeah.
At a point, just fucking is just like 5 years made me evil.
Yeah, because in Winter Soldier, I don't mind her, right?
5 years made me evil.
In Winter Soldier, I don't mind her. She's cool. And Civil War, she's still cool. She helps out Cap still.
Yeah.
And there's that awesome scene where they kiss.
Yeah.
And then Falcon and Bucky are smiling and shit.
I trust no hoes.
But man, in this show, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. You're supposed to be this, and it's a twist that she's like the power breaker, and then she shoots George St. Pierre, man. I'm like, fuck you,
power
bitch.
Broker.
Fuck, I don't give a fuck what her name is.
Yeah.
She's lame. And then she's also the end credit scene. Fucking whack, dude.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed.
Bro, when they gave her back the they're like, oh, we're sorry, blah blah. Here's like everything back, and then she immediately calls 5 feet from a government building. Oh, we're gonna start selling a lot of illegal shit again.
That shit was lame. That did not get me hyped. But
that didn't get me hyped for anything. What am I gonna get hyped for? The fucking power broker.
Here's what Scuba Steve told me though. He told me that she's talking to Norman Osborn on the phone.
For Hammer?
And I was like, no fucking way, dude.
Or the Dark Avengers?
If she really is talking to Norman Osborn, that means Norman Osborn can get an Iron Man suit and become the real Iron Patriot. Like how he's supposed to be. And I'll be hyped as fuck for that dog. Or if he just becomes a Green Goblin in a fucking suit, just like how it was in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Who knows, man? But that makes it hype. But
he does the Iron Patriot suit, but then like malfunction shit happens, and he's like, I gotta like make me stronger. I don't need a suit that makes me stronger. I need to make me stronger. And then that's how he becomes Green Goblin.
I dig it.
Yeah. Rob Lowe. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe for Green Goblin.
Who plays Harry Osborn though?
James Franco.
Dave Franco.
Yeah, Dave Franco.
Oh, Dave Franco.
I want neighbors.
Hey, I heard some bad shit about James Franco recently.
Dave Franco voices Joker in Young Justice.
Oh yeah.
And he voices another cool character too in somewhere else, but I forget.
Fucking apparently James Franco's an abuser.
No, of what? Drugs?
Nah, women.
No, that's the worst.
Apparently we're not gonna see any more Seth Rogen and James Franco movies. Seth Rogen said he's not gonna do anything with him anymore.
That's crazy. Isn't
that crazy, bro? They have so many movies. All the way to Freaks and Geeks.
I know Freaks and Geeks. That shit's crazy. Seth is on that shit.
I only finished the first season. I couldn't watch it anymore.
It's supposed to be that cringy. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, I like the show, but I don't know. It's just that.
Isn't there not more than one season?
It's like one season.
I think it's like two.
I stopped like in the middle of season 1 because there's an episode where she helps the main character girl. She helps James Franco cheat, right? But then she gets caught up at the end, and then James Franco kind of says like a little sob story. He's like, "Oh yeah, this and that. Parents are gone, da 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 da," and then the main character just starts laughing like uncontrollably, and then the episode ends, and that shit was just like jarring to me, and I was like, "That was weird as fuck. I'm not gonna watch any more of this," and I didn't.
I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen some other ones though. I forgot the last episode I've seen.
Hey, you should find that YouTube video and show me.
What?
That scene you're talking about?
For real?
Yeah, you should.
Why?
Show me. Why? It's not right now.
Why though?
But I want to see how that shit looks. If it's going in my head, how it is.
I thought you seen it.
Not that episode that he's talking about.
Bro, imagine you're tripping balls.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Probably.
Imagine you're fucking projecting.
Huh?
I'm just kidding.
Why? I typed in freaks and geeks
Who laughs at
cheating.
you?
I typed in freaks and geeks cheating and the scene came up.
Oh, I see
Did it
that.
really?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Damn, that freaks and geeks changed, bro.
No.
I don't remember this.
I feel like you're just like my enemy.
Skip that shit, boy.
Another thing they do is why not?
Oh, see, sitcom after.
I thought that was Scrubs for a whole second.
They told us when we got to junior high, we'd be either in track 1, track 2, or track 3. Track 1's the smart kids, track 2's the normal kids, track 3's the dumb kids. And what do you think I got? How do you think it feels to be told that you're dumb in ink when you're 11 years old?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like he was actually getting through to all the adults right there. And then she just starts laughing like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think she knows like he's bullshitting about something.
What's going on?
Maybe she's like the Joker, fruit. She's so nervous. I don't know.
Let's see what's going on.
Hey, that's the girl from Ant-Man.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Velma.
That's Velma Jinkies.
That's crazy though.
But man, okay, so like, I guess I'm just naive or some shit, but
Yeah.
the Winter Soldier, right? He tells, they're coming back from a mission, right? And they failed the mission. And then so he tells Falcon, he tells Falcon, I have someone for you to meet. So they go to this dude's house because I guess Bucky's character right now is that he's like using Captain America's book to cross off names that he's wronged as the Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah, it's like for Steve, he was trying to catch up on what he missed, but he wants to like
He's a my
fix
name
the
is Earl.
wrongs. Yeah,
My name
yeah,
is
he was
Earl.
my name Earling it.
That's funny.
My name is Earling it.
But you know what pisses
My
me
name
off?
is Buggy.
My name is Bucky. Bro, I'm surprised no one made that meme yet.
Hey,
Oh,
bro,
dude.
get on that. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I spat all over you right now.
that's cool. That's your chair.
You know what pisses me off though? At the end of because the book means a lot to him because it was Steve's book, right? He says it multiple times. At the end of the last episode, he gives it to the fucking therapist lady. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
He doesn't need it anymore.
It's still your fucking friend's book, dog.
He
Like,
doesn't need it anymore.
that's bullshit. I don't
He
know.
doesn't need it, and Kat doesn't need it.
I get where Ivan's coming from though. I would have kept it like in a little like jar or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, no momentum.
It's like,
You gotta let go,
oh,
bro.
Never mind.
You gotta let go. You have to let go. You have to let go and move on. He has a new family. Motherfucker was invited to the cookout.
Oh man.
After all this time.
After all this time, he has a new family invited to the cookout. Motherfuckers were doing pull-ups on his arm.
That's just funny.
That was tight.
So they go to this guy's house, right? And it's this old black dude. And his name is Isaiah Bradley? Isaiah Bradley, right? And it turns out, like back in, I don't know what year it was, but it was like a long time ago, that guy fought Winter Soldier and took off his arm.
I
And
think there was a picture showing that he was with the other Captain America in when they're doing the Save Bucky mission. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a little bit after that, like a few years after.
yeah, so then he's all pissed off and shit, and he kicks him out. And then when they leave, after they leave,
Wait, no, he said it was Vietnam. So that shit was like in the 60s, right?
yeah. So then when they leave the house, my thought is like Falcon's about to get pissed off, and I'm thinking he's gonna be like, I think he's gonna say, why didn't you tell me that there was more super soldiers? Instead he tells them, why didn't you tell me that there was a black super soldier? I was like, oh, that's what you took away from
See,
that?
you're saying the same thing again. No,
I
he
know that.
said a black Captain America, specifically Captain America. That's specifically what he said. Motherfucker knows that there's other super soldiers. Like,
Yeah, but see, where I'm coming from is all like, it was United States, right? Because we knew Hydra was doing that shit, and we not just Hydra that invaded S.H.I.E.L.D., but Hydra fucking the mainland Hydra, I guess you could say. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it was weird. But
Nah, see, from what I told you, I see where he's coming from, because as a child, he would have looked up to a black Captain America. You know what I mean? So
I haven't seen the show.
no, I'm just saying in general.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know
Like if you saw a Mexican Captain America, you guys would be like, oh, that's dope.
let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Like you guys literally said that in another episode that was that the Godzilla episode? Damn, I don't want to plug the Godzilla episode.
I mean, you know, if you want, you have no time, or you have time.
I think all
we have time. Watch
I think
Godzilla
all we said
episode.
was Rodan was in Mexico and that shit was tight.
That shit
No,
was tight.
you said I was
fucked up
talking about
Mexico, but
Yeah, you fucked that.
I was talking
shit up.
about the villain, and you guys are like, oh yeah, Mexican representation
Oh,
or
hell
Hispanic
yeah.
representation.
Yeah, maybe, that's
all
how
these villains though. No
Yeah.
kidding.
But yeah, even as a joke though, like that, like representation in any way, like would be dope, you know.
Sometimes.
So, I mean, I guess that's right too. Yeah, sometimes stereotypes happen, and it's kind of bullshit. But
Yeah,
that's also like why a different type of Captain America would be better, because we always get the white boy with the blue eyes and the blonde hair.
Bucky doesn't have blue eyes or blonde hair.
He's not Captain America.
He wasn't at one point.
He
though.
was in comics, but he wasn't here.
Not here.
Yeah.
No.
Different universe, huh?
Robin?
Different universe.
More racial divide.
Yeah, because of
That's
now
all. I didn't like the.
Because of times now.
Yeah.
That's how
I didn't like how they left. Right? They left Isaiah Bradley's house, and then the cops pull up. Like for obvious reasons.
Yeah, they just want to make
That's what
controversy.
So that happens, and then obviously they're talking to Falcon in a way where it's like, come on, and then and then Bucky has to try to calm him down like the white guy always does in like all media.
I heard like some shit about that, bro. No?
Yeah, and then people are recording and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, yeah, we get it, and
like it could have happened to someone else, cause
you could have just done it differently.
Yeah, because like you can't just a
You
cop
just
go
use
up
the
to
same,
Falcon.
the same. Yeah, because then he
'Cause
later
that
on goes.
Falcon
Yeah,
helps-
he later on
Falcon helps
goes.
cops.
Oh, it's the Falcon or whatever. We're sorry, man.
I like how Bucky goes, you telling me you don't recognize that man
Yeah.
right there?
Yeah, see, it's always the white guy who has to like talk, and it's always like because of the stereotype of the like black people have to like be quiet while all that stuff is going on.
I don't know.
Should I be quiet too? We ain't trying
Yeah.
to be.
That's why.
I've been in
That's
a lot.
why,
I've been in a lot of cop situations like that, and I just stay respectful and shit.
What was this one time I even almost got his beat though.
Yeah, I did. Hey, dude, because he fucking pulled my shirt up.
I was like,
what
I
the
even let
fuck?
that fool.
I was mad, dude. He was like, oh, we have a
That fool
report.
was big.
He's like, we have a report of 2 Mexicans stealing bread from Smart & Final with a girl.
Stealing bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got bread.
He's like, where's your He's like, where's the bread at? I was like, I don't fucking steal no bread. And he was like, let me see. And he pulled up my shirt, and I was like, bro, what? I was getting pissed. And Angel was like, Ivan, calm down.
Especially because I had like a big ass knife in my pocket too.
And then he's like, where are you guys going? I was like, Walmart. And he's like, for what? And I was like, I'm gonna
Bread.
Yeah, we need some bread.
we lost the bread that we sold from Stater Brothers.
So might as well just buy it.
I was like, I'm buying an SD card. I was like, I'm getting an SD card. And he's like, oh, are you gonna steal it? And I was like, no, I'm buying it. And he's like, all right. And then he dips, right? And we go Walmart, get our shit, and then we go to the Circle K on the way back, right? This motherfucker's in the Circle K.
This fool was just mean mugging.
Yeah, he's mean mugging us.
Doesn't say anything.
You guys should have
That was
walked in like, man, we saved so much money by stealing that SD card. Good thing the
yeah.
cop told us to do it.
That was the one time I lost my cool with a cop. But other than that, I'm always keeping it straight.
Remember that one cop that the runaway? She was looking for it.
Yeah, she kept thinking I was a runaway. She was like, hey, are you this person? She says a name. Because me and Angel were walking at nighttime to go to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Somewhere.
Yeah.
And then she was like, are you this person? And I was like, no. And she's like, okay.
And she spun the block.
Oh, yeah. She goes, okay, well, this kid's missing, and you really look like him. And I was like, oh, that's not me. And then we get all the way up to the end of the
It's your
block.
doppelganger again, bro.
We get all the way up to the end of the block, right? And we make a turn, and then she comes up to us again. She's like, "Are you sure you're not him?" And I was like, "I'm not him."
She really wanted to find that fool.
She was like, how about you get in the car, and if I find him, I'll let you out.
Oh, wow.
Please, I need this.
I can't lose another child on duty.
I don't know how he got out.
Man, I don't know, man.
Well, on the contrary,
I really don't know.
I get pulled over with neighbor a lot.
You do?
Yeah, and they always let us off cool.
Yeah, okay, I don't know.
It's always how you play it. Nate plays it off cool.
Because Falcon and Winter Soldier,
Falcon
and Winter Soldier played off to be like, oh, this is a controversy. We're gonna show you this controversy. I've been watching Fresh Prince, right? That's like one of the best sitcoms of all time. Like, it's so fucking good. In the first season, they have an episode where Will and Carlton both get pulled over, right? Mm-hmm. They were driving to Palm Springs.
That's like season 1.
Yeah, in a nice ass car.
Yeah,
and like
it was like the boss's friend.
Yeah, and at the end of the episode, Will and Carlton are arguing about it, right? He's like, "Oh, you stopped us from being black."
Keep your hands on the wheel, blah blah.
Yeah, I get that shit, right? Yeah. I understand. And Carlton's point though is that like that you would stop that car to going that slow or some shit like that too, or something like that. And like I feel like they did it right. Like there's two sides going at it, and it makes you think about it. It makes
an actual
really,
conflicting thing, you know.
Yeah, conflicting views, and it makes you think. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is just like. It's like this, and here's more examples of why it's like this. It doesn't really give you an option to make your own opinion or anything.
Yeah, it seemed more constructed, huh? Than it was fluid.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, he's like, "Why did he do it? I just don't know why."
Yeah, Carlton.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck."
Oh yeah, that shit made me sad.
That shit made me sad too.
Yeah,
I remember that. I was like, "Damn."
Good thing Goblin said that because now I remember that scene. Yeah.
In his head, he didn't know why. Yeah. Like, he had no reason to know that any of that was gonna go down, and Will's like,
he even tells his dad. Yeah, even tells his dad too. Yeah. He's like, "You stopped that car, right?" He's like, his dad said, "Yeah, I think," but he's like, his dad said he's been stopped.
No, the dad didn't say anything. He just hugged him.
I'm pretty sure he says something.
Well, I mean, he did like a whole ass monologue beforehand because he always does. Uncle Phil always be spitting monologues.
Yeah,
I've also
he
been
on facts, just like
that used to always make me cry as a kid. Oh my god!
Mm-hmm. I think I told the story on the podcast already, but there was one time where I almost got like, I was in front of Angel's house and like a bunch of cops pulled up on me, and like I thought I was gonna get shot, like because this lady was literally pointing at me saying, "That's him. He stole his lady's purse." I was like, "What the fuck?" And then like there was a fucking helicopter in the sky, and they had the spotlight down on me, and this motherfucker came out with his hands together holding something. I thought it was a gun, and I was about to like, it was crazy, but it ended up being a flashlight, and like 3 cops came up on me, and they checked my bag, and I didn't have anything, and they were like, "Let's go, I think you went this way," or some shit like that, and I was like, whoa. I don't know if I told that or not, but that's kind of just like the abridged version.
Sue that woman.
I really should, but she dipped.
Right there.
when she found out, when they saw that I didn't have anything, she dipped quick as fuck, like quick. I was like, yeah, she was gone. I was like, what the hell? You really just gonna fucking follow me home or follow me to my friend's house and then fucking call the cops on me and have a fucking whole ass SWAT team on me and shit? It wasn't a SWAT team, but it was a whole ass fucking squadron and shit. But yeah.
It was like two or three police cars. Each one had 2.
I've had a lot of fucking cop fucking experiences like that. But anyways, there was 2 times though where I got a ride from cops.
Oh yeah.
So the first one, I was going to school, and I was probably like 17, and I was taking the bus, the city bus, and I missed the fucking.
Bro, you the metro because you be bussing.
I missed the bus, right? And I was pissed because like, I don't know what it is about fucking kids. Like, when kids are like the hoodlum kids, they're
go to the back of the bus.
No, like they don't do well in school, right? Okay. But they're always on time and shit. You feel me? Because you see Mob Psycho, right?
No.
So in Mob Psycho, there's like this bully kid, and man, I forgot his name.
Oh, it's because bullies don't want to be home, bro.
Oh, that's another thing too. Yeah.
He's like a little like hoodlum that gets in a lot of fights and shit.
Yeah.
And then, but he always has perfect attendance. And then this one character he's like the student president. He tries to make everyone hate him, and he like licks everyone's fucking flutes to make it and blames it on him, and then everyone thinks he's like a fucking pervert or some shit. So they're like, oh, he would do that. He's like, oh shit, you're gonna ruin my fucking perfect attendance. That's what the bully kid's worried of. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Something he holds dear.
Yeah.
That and
bullying kids.
I mean, I was doing okay in school. I was doing better than what I used to do, but like I just didn't want to be late or fucking miss class or whatever. So I was like pissed, and I started punching the fucking the light the cross light. And then a cop pulls up to me, and this doesn't matter, but it was a black cop, and he was like, hey man, you missed the bus? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, where you trying to go to? And I was like, school. He's like, I'll give you a ride, catch you up to the bus. And I was like, for real? And he's like, yeah. And then so, he tells me, he's like, I'm gonna put your backpack in the trunk. And then I was like, all right. So I give him my backpack. He's like, there's no drugs in here, right? And I was like, nah. He's like, all right then. And he puts in the...
He's laughing to himself.
Yeah.
Almost got him.
You're like, too many.
He puts the backpack in the trunk, and then he catches me up to the bus. He puts his lights on and stops right in front of the bus.
Damn.
And then
got that VIP treat.
yeah, and I'm in the back seat, right? And you can't open it from the back.
Yeah.
So he comes, opens the door for me, and I'm like, thanks, man. He's like, yeah, no problem. And like he was super serious like the whole time. And then he left, and he got on the bus, right? And
You forgot the bag?
Nah, I got my backpack.
Okay.
And then the bus driver's all like, what the hell? And I'm like, what? And he's like, you just got dropped off by a cop. Who are you? And I was like,
You don't want to know.
The new guy?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, just put me in cuffs. Let me struggle a little bit.
So
Who's that new guy?
he's like, I've seen some things on my bus, man. I'm like, what'd you see? And he's like, one time, the two cops came in my bus because they were looking for someone. He was on my bus, and they arrested him and took him out, right? They stopped me as I was driving. I was like, oh, shit. He's like, yeah, but I never seen someone get dropped off by a cop.
dropped off into the bus.
Yeah.
The cops have you in your handcuffs.
It's like, all right, man.
You take them.
That guy seen it all, man. But yeah, it was funny. And then the second time, I was running late for work. Or I wasn't I was running late for work, so I was like, fuck it, I'll run like 3 blocks, and then after that, I should make it on time. So I was just running, and then the cop stopped me, and then he was like, I was in my uniform, so that's why he's like, hey man, I'll give you a ride to work. And I was like, for real? And he's like, yeah. And then I get into his car, and I'm all thinking like, because I had talked to other cops before, and I know that they're usually ex-military, so I asked him if he used to be in the army, and he's all like, nah man, I just used to work at Cinnabon. But he was fucking...
He's like, that's why I know I need to drop you off.
He was just chill as fuck, man. He was a cool ass cop. We had a cool conversation. He was like, yeah, man, you had a nice little fucking stride going right there. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, you're running pretty fast. I was like,
he's trying to recruit.
he was like, yeah, I'll help you out. For real?
Yeah, he's just trying to recruit.
How old are you, man?
Yeah, how old are you?
18, 19? Yeah, you good, man.
Can you flex real quick?
Yeah, man, you're pretty strong.
You're pretty strong.
Yeah, it was cool though.
You think you can jump a fence?
Yeah. How good are you shooting a 9?
Here's my color. We'll take you to range.
Here. Feel how he feels in your hand. He just hands you his gun. Feels nice, huh?
Try out the window if you want.
Yeah. Try his badge on. I have the canine in the back. You want to play with him? Down, boy. Friend.
But yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, despite all that shit, it was cool as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Baron Zemo's pretty cool. It's kind of weird seeing how like he was so serious in Civil War. Like so much so that even after he finishes his mission, he tries to kill himself, but then Black Panther stops him from killing himself. He's like,
Oh, Baron Zemo, yeah.
the living are not done with you
Yeah, you need to have a few more episodes.
yet. But when
You have a TV show.
don't get me wrong, I like that he's like joking now. He jokes around a lot and he's kind of funny. But it's so weird seeing him go from so serious, I want to avenge my family and all this shit, to what's up? I crack jokes now.
Say, fuck it. My mission's gone.
My mission's gone, yeah.
His mission's done.
That's
Except
a
for the
joke.
fact, no, his mission's not done actually, because he wanted to kill all
Yeah.
the super.
See,
Super
soldiers.
there's this scene. I also don't. The bad guy, she's cool. Like she has an agenda and shit like
both of the
that.
bad guys are like low tier.
Yeah,
I really wanted a big bad, like a big bad.
Yeah, me too. I thought the big bad was. Ooh, when they fight John Walker, that shit was tight. That shit was amazing. But like the main bad guy is like this little girl, and she has a serum, the super soldier serum. But you find out that there was another scientist that made the serum to where it doesn't make you. Well, maybe it does make you crazy, or it just amplifies you still.
Yeah.
But also.
Well, the way that they said it is it amplifies who you are.
Yeah. So and then it also it doesn't.
That's a little deeper.
It doesn't change your body at all, because they always got buff and shit. Because like the Russian, I think it was like the Russian super soldiers and
Oh, yeah, they were all buff.
in Civil War, they were fucking killers. That shit, I'm like, hell yeah, that's a threat. But in this show, they're just like normal, like fucking.
Yeah, you take the syrup and you're just strong now.
Yeah, they're just strong Antifa. That's all they are.
Yeah.
And like it's funny.
Strong Antifa?
I wouldn't say Antifa.
It's funny because Falcon even has like a conversation with her. That shit was cool. Like that episode's tight.
Yeah, because he's literally showing you, and I feel like I don't know. It was kind of uncomfortable like seeing all like the movies Falcon, and then like what you're about to say. I don't know. They kind of feel like two different characters.
They do. They really do.
Cause
so in this show, right? Falcon's kind of like, this girl's fucking killing people, right? Even her own homies are like, we didn't need to kill these people, and she's like,
it sends a better message.
It sends a better message.
It's fucking thug life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Falcon, right? Bucky's like saying this girl needs to be taken down. Falcon's like, wait a minute, I want to hear her out. I don't think she's wrong. I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to prove, man?
Maybe some people do need to die. I don't know.
like Steve being gone because they never say he dies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like just because of that, he's been changing himself to be Steve.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't think Steve would do that in that situation.
He wouldn't have. I don't think so.
Oh, and is that like
he probably would have talked to her.
Is that like character development for him, or is that just how
for
it became?
Falcon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Falcon, I don't know. It's forced character development to me.
It's like,
because it starts off with him kind of like that.
Yeah, and then but the cool thing is though is that he does get to have that one-on-one with her, but there's a time because there's like a time limit because John Walker's downstairs with his Battlestar friend. Yeah, and he's freaking out, and Bucky's there too, and he's like, "Hey, you said you give him 10 minutes," but then John Walker's like, he's kind of persuades Bucky into letting him go through or some shit like that. Or maybe not. Well, they
just kind of goes.
Yeah, he kind of goes.
Just show him though.
And so Falcon's having that conversation with her, and he gets her to say, he kind of like, he's talking to her, and she's like, I don't care who has to die, like as long as my goals are met, right? And he looks at her, and she's like, no, you made me say that. You tricked me into saying that. And but just like, he kind of just showed her how stupid she's thinking, you know? Mm-hmm. But then John Walker goes up there and fucks it all up, ruins everything, and she's all like, oh, you tricked me, blah, 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 you did have people.
Thing.
Yeah.
That happens too many times, bro.
But it was cool, though. It was, like, really cool show.
Yeah, it's a really good show. And then, there's more I wanted to say. They made Bucky really weak.
They did.
In this show. They showed him off, like, as the Winter Soldier when they go to Metroport. So, like, he kicks ass for, like, 2 seconds. And that's kind of, like, the only time he really kicks ass.
Yeah. Cause check this out.
Like
that's what I was gonna say. Mm-hmm. So the girl, after they're done with that meeting and they have to run away and shit, the girl has more super soldier serums, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has
20 of them.
She has 20? Oh shit. They're like in a fanny pack, right? And then so Baron Zemo's whole thing is that he wants to kill every super soldier. See, in Civil War, I thought he was just like, fuck. He's like, I'm just gonna kill these guys. Who cares?
Like I don't have any agenda with these guys.
He doesn't have an agenda with them. But in Falcon and Winter Soldier, it's like a thing for him to want to get rid of all super soldiers, I guess.
Yeah, he's like fine with Captain America because he's like, Captain America is an actual good guy. Like he wouldn't actively be malicious, you know.
And he's cool with Bucky too.
Yeah, because
they homies.
Well, I mean,
any choices?
He explains why, but I forgot why.
He explains why.
Baron Zemo sees all the vials of the super soldier serum on the floor.
This man did that Russian dance.
He picks one up and he's like, I'm like, what the fuck? Is he gonna take this shit? And then he smacks it on the ground. I'm like, oh no! And he starts stomping on all of them, right? And then John Walker comes in and tackles him, and then he sees one on the floor off to the side.
Oh no, he throws a fucking shield at his head, bro.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker knocks him out immediately. Dunk.
And then he takes the vial and puts it in his pocket, right? So then
there's only one left.
Yeah, and then later on he's talking to his partner and he's all like, would you take the super soldier serum? And then the guy's like, hell yeah, the hell?
Yeah.
And then the
guy well, I mean that's right after Baron Zemo asks Falcon, would you take the soldier serum? No. And he's like, that was a quick response. And he's like,
no hesitation.
Yeah, no hesitation. And he's like, yeah, I don't need it.
He's like, I fuck with you. That's what he basically says.
Yeah.
And then
and then like right after that, it's
that scene. And then the next time they're all on a mission, fucking what's his face has super strength and shit now.
Oh, Walker.
Yeah, they don't show him taking it, but you know he took it after that conversation. It's tight. Yeah. And then man,
is it? No, I don't think. Because they had that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, because it just basically makes you more of who you are. And Battlestar feels like he'll be just a better soldier with it. Mm-hmm. Like, he won't be, like, evil or anything. But, John Walker, and you can tell during the series because John Walker has these tics. Like he is like he's getting more and more aggressive like as the show goes on. I think it's just because of having the mantle of like Captain America. It's kind of like a lot on him.
That's what I thought.
And then if you notice, he's like fighting and losing, but then after they fight the Wakandans,
yeah, he's like,
they weren't even super soldiers.
That shit's kind of sad, man. I'd feel sad.
The Wakandans?
Yeah, the Wakandans came because they're like, yeah, your time is up.
You know what I didn't understand? That one Wakandan fucking puts on the shield. And then Okoye's all like, "What are you doing?"
And she's like, "I don't know."
I was like, "What's the point of that?"
It's in the script.
I think she just wanted to kick it up and put it on like that.
Yeah, but
because everybody does that, like the shield's on the floor, so they kick it and it jumps right to their arm.
Yeah,
I think people were just like doing that, bro.
But yeah, Bucky was so fucking weak in the show, man.
He was
like
so weak.
He couldn't stand a chance to the Wakandans. I'm like, you could at least fucking beat these foot soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell? Like, I know they're strong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I know they're fucking strong, but. When they were fighting, they were fighting the aliens, it's not like they were like front and center, fucking main attraction and shit. No, it was Bucky and everyone else.
And plus, Bucky's already established to be so strong.
Yeah,
that,
yeah, bro.
Take on the Avengers,
toe and toe with Captain America.
Yeah,
bro.
That's why I'm glad. Like
all this shit.
In his first mission with Falcon, they're chasing these trucks, right? And you see Falcon running up to the trucks, like he still has that speed and shit. For a second there, I thought they weren't even gonna show that.
Winter Soldier.
What'd I say?
Falcon.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Falcon's
Bucky.
flying through the
yeah,
trucks
my bad.
and
I meant Bucky.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Bucky went.
Yeah, Bucky ran up to the trucks. I'm so glad they showed that because I was like, man, are they even gonna give this guy some shine? Come on, the fuck.
Yeah, he wins fast.
They show little things.
Oh, dude, that's one of my all-time favorite things of all MCU.
Little things?
Is there, huh?
Little things?
Well, no, big things.
The
running scenes in all the Cap movies and Avengers movies. Oh, that shit's amazing.
On your left.
Yeah, in the beginning, on your left, when they're just running through the Washington, I guess, and then later on when
lake or whatever.
Yeah, when fucking Nick Fury gets shot, so Cap starts to go look for who shot him, and it's the Winter Soldier, and he's like running through a hallway. He's running through a hallway, and he's running so fast that he can't turn. Like his turns are off.
And he uses his shield to bounce off the wall.
And he like how do you say it?
Ricochets off the wall.
Yeah, like.
He just bounces off the wall.
Pinball off the wall?
He pivots.
Yeah, like
football shit.
He can't stop
the velocity
and make a nice turn because he's running so fast. So he
Momentum.
fucking just smashes into the wall and breaks it. And it just keeps happening like that. And like that shit's tight. And then in Civil War,
the Russo brothers are just fucking good. Bro.
Yeah, they're just fucking amazing. In Civil War, they run at each other to fight. In Infinity War, when the Wakandan army is about to face off against the aliens and they're running, and then Black Panther and Captain America are running alongside each other. And even again in Civil War, when like the whole chase, when Black Panther's chasing Bucky and they're running through the freeway and shit, that shit's so amazing, dude. And then in Endgame, when Cap's all beat up and shit, and everyone finally comes back, and everyone starts running, and Captain America's like, he's like running the fastest. I'm like, damn,
bro.
Let's go.
But you know the fastest thing that be running, bro. They be running in like under a minute.
Ooh.
This ad.
Ugh.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, that shit was fast.
That was a fast ass ad, bro.
Yeah.
It ran right by. While that ad was running by, though, we watched the Venom trailer.
So,
what do you guys think of it?
Tell them what you were thinking about it, because I was going to say something off what you were saying.
I don't like it.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're saying.
I don't like it either.
I only liked it because the way Venom interacts with Eddie is how Venom interacts with what's his name?
Flash.
Yeah, with Flash. Because that's when he's all good and established.
Yeah.
Like it's really funny because Flash is like has no legs, and so out of being Venom, he has no legs. He's in a wheelchair. And so there's like actual scenes in the comic book where Venom's like legit like pushing like Flash in a wheelchair. Yeah. And so I think that's a cool relationship. But and then like the way the comedic, like it just looks weird. But I'm hoping like it's because like they're all comfortable and shit, and there's no like no threat.
Towards each other?
Yeah, there's no threat. Well, not even towards each other. There's like no threat at all.
Oh, like in general?
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they won't be like baking like a big ass breakfast for no reason.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping that that's just not like
the whole movie.
Yeah, or it's just all comedic and stuff.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is. Want to know why?
Why?
Because I think it's a real movie. Yeah.
I didn't like the first Venom movie, right?
I like the Venom parts in the Venom.
That shit
movie.
was ass. Yeah, Venom was cool, and he was pretty.
The first Venom.
You like it?
I didn't
it's
like
an okay movie.
I didn't like the journalistic part of it, like the whole.
The journalist thing was kind of weird.
And then I didn't like the cast for the evil villain. He didn't seem too evil to me.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, the cast was pretty bad.
But the Venom parts are sick.
I like when Venom.
When he feeds.
I really like when Venom says that he's like the
runt
of all the
like
Venom, all the symbiotes.
Low-tier symbiote.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
Symbiote.
Oh, and the reason why I brought up the Venom trailer is because I'm hoping the Carnage becomes Carnage USA, and then
that'd be funny. But like, I don't like what's his name, the guy playing
Woody
Venom.
Harrelson?
Who's the guy playing Venom?
Hardy.
Yeah,
I don't like
him either.
I don't like that actor, right? And he's playing Venom. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't like him
But
either.
then Woody Harrelson, I like Woody Harrelson, right? But I don't like him as Carnage.
I wish he had more.
Doing?
I wish he had more of a maniacal in his speech.
Yeah,
he sounds too sincere.
Like you have Michael C. Hall over here, and he's like the perfect.
For real.
He's like the perfect Carnage, and
that's a perfect cast. That's a perfect Yeah, and then he can actually do that little
surprise, dude, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm
God.
looking for. He doesn't have that with what's his name?
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson doesn't have that that comedic that Joker in him, you know?
Yeah.
Because Cletus is a fucking Joker basically.
Yeah, because Michael C. Hall, right?
Just with Venom.
He's
with
played
Carnage in him.
He's played Dexter, and Dexter's pretty serious. He doesn't have any emotions, but there's times where he can he can fake his emotions and shit, right? And so there's some times where he's a little sadistic, and it's cool, right? But not only that, but he plays a dope-ass bad guy in Star vs. the Forces of Evil. It's the cartoon, so he's voice acting, but he's playing a character named Toffee.
That's what we're complaining about is the voice.
He's also a bad guy in Game Night, and no one wants to talk about that.
That, you mean, in Game Night?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is it Game Night or is it called something else?
No, it's called Game Night. It's with, it's just one of those comedy movies. And basically at the end, they think that it's just a game that they're playing.
Game Night or Date Night with Steve Carell?
Game.
Oh. He's a bad guy in another movie called Gamer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
and that movie's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one I thought he was talking about.
Yeah, me too at first. But yeah, so he plays a bad guy named Toffee. He's like a lizard in a suit, and he's like super serious the whole time. Like he's never not serious, right? But there's this one point where, because everyone thinks that he just wants to get Star's wand.
With Jason Bateman, and Rachel McAdams.
Crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. And he tells her to put down her wand, right? Because he traps Marco, the best friend. And then so she puts the wand down on the table in front of him, and he's like, now destroy it. And then she's like, huh? You want me to destroy it? You don't want the power for yourself? And he goes, surprise! Surprise! That's like the only time.
Did you show me that? I feel like I watched that.
Yeah, I showed you because it was so cool. But like, yeah, like that. He'd be he'd be the perfect Carnage, dude.
Yeah.
He can act like that, like serious as fuck, and then be crazy when he needs to.
Yeah. And it's really cool because in Star vs. Forces of Evil, the whole goal was like to try to get rid of magic, and she stops him. And then like seasons later, she has to get rid of magic.
She doesn't have. I don't think she had to.
She didn't have to, but either way, Toffee's plan is still coming to fruition. So Toffee is
like from an alchemist. He had to give away his alchemy.
Yeah.
She's looking at this tapestry that like tells the future basically, and she sees Toffee in it, in the mom's, and he's like, surprise! Like back again, bro. That callback. He's like, perfect. You're still gonna do it. You stopped me, but you didn't stop me.
Dude, I really, you know how they show young Toffee? I really want to see more of that and why he's like who he is and shit. But you just get that one scene.
Yeah.
Where he's making fun of what's his face. Glossaric.
I need a crazy Cletus Cassidy.
I gotta change Glossaric because of fucking sexual harassment shit, bro.
Why people gotta be evil?
Everyone's evil.
Jeffrey Tambor, the original Glossaric, was had some sexual harassment stuff or whatever.
Didn't they change it into what's his face? The guy from They Live?
Yeah.
Oh, why do I always forget his name?
Keith David.
Keith David.
He was a good guy. Yeah.
He became Keith David, huh?
Yeah.
If he was Glossaric from the beginning, it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be weird.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But he wasn't, and so it's just weird.
It's kind of awkward at the end. Yeah. Because like Jeffrey Tambor has like this thing about him.
But Glossaric is that kind of character though. He's like, why the fuck is this a thing? Like, why is he like that?
Yeah.
Like, the motherfucker just walking around in a robe.
Motherfucker has hair all over his legs and shit. Yeah. Like, motherfucker. Just tell us what you want, bro. But that's not how he is. Anyway, Falcon and Winter Soldier, your final verdict?
Give it like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I probably give it the same. I think I'd give it a 6 actually.
I feel like
I think I'd go a little bit lower.
I really don't understand why people hate John Walker.
A lot of the fight scenes were kind of lackluster to me. Like they weren't like properly choreographed. I don't think.
I feel like the fight scenes were really cool. I really did like them.
I love the Falcon. How they show his wings in combat. Like, like this motherfucker. Like especially when he got his shield. And the wings like stabbed into the concrete to give him better leverage.
Yeah.
So he can stop stuff like head on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was doing cool as shit.
That was dope.
He was literally like
he's doing these kicks in midair. He like
he does that. He does that kick in Civil War in the first mission in the beginning. That shit was tight.
Yeah. Slovakia. Is that where it is? Is that where it is?
Something like that.
Some shit. But still,
but that little speech he gave out to the government officials at the end of the show,
I liked it.
I didn't really care about it.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't.
Why?
I saw it and I knew you wouldn't care about it.
Yeah, it didn't.
That was your body.
I feel like you won't either, Angel. But
Probably won't. I didn't even
well,
watch
I
the
liked
show.
it. And especially when he walked back to Bucky, and Bucky was like, "Yeah, I stopped listening after Black Captain America."
That shit was funny.
That was really funny.
Like, he was joking, but that shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah. Because it's funny, because it's basically like acting like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
And he still got invited to the cookout.
Yeah, they cool. That one scene when the therapist makes them sit right in front of each other.
And he's like, all right, then come on in.
Yeah.
Come on in. You see, we're close now. This is what you wanted.
This is what you wanted.
What are you guys doing? Are you serious? You guys are really having a staring battle right now?
Oh,
Staring
yeah,
contest?
dude. That shit was funny as fuck. Like, I love their dynamic, you know? It's fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
I really want
I think it could have been more, though.
Yeah, I want to see way more of it.
It could have been way more buddy cop.
Yeah. Like, I really like that scene after the first run-in with John Walker, and they're on the plane, and Bucky's just like sitting there,
And
staring,
he takes the...
and Falcon's like, he wakes up and he's like, "Are you good?" And Bucky's like, "Yeah." "What's wrong?" He's like, "We should steal the shield." And Falcon's like, "Man, we just can't run up on somebody and steal the shield."
Yeah, that's funny. And then later on, I think it was that same conversation, he jumps out and he's like, "Where's my parachute?" "There's none." And then he has to jump out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to jump out without a fucking parachute. He's like,
That shit was pretty funny. But you could, okay, see, you know how he jumps out
and Red Wing got that all on tape.
Yeah, that shit's funny too. When the fact that he crashes really hard and it was like comedic and shit, I was like, right then.
Yeah,
right
Winter Soldier would have landed.
Yeah, I feel like he would have landed.
Would have definitely fucking superhero landed.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking like, yeah, they're gonna do.
I think he's just in his head.
I was like, they're gonna do my boy Bucky dirty in the show.
That was the point of the show.
That's why I was happy to see him run really fast. Still, I was like, all right, cool. At least he still has that.
They kill Red Wing. I've been waiting to do that for so long.
And he's like, sorry about Red Wing.
No,
He's like, no, you're not.
He's like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's good buddy cop stuff, but it wasn't buddy cop enough.
Yeah, it gets watered down.
It gets super watered down in the politics.
Some bullshit.
I'm not saying you can't have politics in the show.
Yeah,
I don't.
Because Star Wars is amazing.
Yeah, I don't care that if the MCU pushes shit.
Well, like,
I don't care. Like, I just want to see like dope comic book stuff, you know, like in live action. That's what I want to see.
Your mom's live action.
She's literally alive, yes.
But yeah, Woody Harrelson as Carnage though, man,
I don't know about it, bro. And then they did that ending credit scene where he goes to like interview Carnage or something.
Yeah.
And then apparently he leaves.
That don't make no sense.
And then he has to come back.
come back.
And then what are they gonna do? Was that supposed to be like a killing thing? Like they're gonna kill Woody Harrelson, but then they're like, whoops, looks like we have the Venom symbiote in here.
They're
like,
definitely gonna play up the whole joke thing because Venom did really well with mainstream audience. And what does mainstream audience care about? Yeah, they care about jokes and all that shit. So look at Guardians of the Galaxy. The first one was fucking amazing. The second one is just joke after joke after joke. Every line has a joke. And
I love both those movies. I hold them very dear to my heart.
That's the one where, which one's that one?
That's the one where they fight the gold people.
They went pretty heavy with Drax. Other than that, I don't think so.
Is that one where the Hulk falls down? Or is that something else? Because I see all that comedic fake in all of them. And it kind of gets boring.
Oh, shit.
Another
I
ad?
left Angel's fucking thing on.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
We're still recording.
We're recording this still?
Yeah, I just had it on. I just turned it on right now.
Oh, for real? So
Yeah.
we're back?
Yeah, we're back.
Tenfold?
Tenfold.
So apparently we realized that the air conditioner was on for about 12 minutes. So
Yeah.
sorry about that.
I was like, damn, I'm comfortable.
Something's
wrong.
It's a hot day. It's a hot day. Let us be cold.
You about to hit that shit hot, but now.
Bro, they already heard it. You don't need to be. I'm just gonna cut it out. They're gonna think I'm talking to myself.
It's funny.
But final verdict on the Venom thing. I don't like it. Final verdict on Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm hopeful.
It's alright. WandaVision was perfect. I wouldn't say perfect. It was like an 8 out of 10.
It's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, but
Carnage used to affect everyone.
I was watching Invincible right now. That new Prime show.
You know what? Someone at work was telling me to watch it too.
Yeah, bro. That meme was like surfacing everywhere. It's a heavy spoiler meme, but a meme nonetheless.
J.K. Simmons?
Yeah.
How's that a spoiler?
No, it's him going, think, and with
The baby?
the person
What?
beat up on the floor.
I saw that fight scene. That shit was tight where you explodes that guy's head.
No, not that one. That's episode 1, so that's not that bad of a spoiler.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was later on in the show too, but that happened like the first episode, and I was like, whoa, like holy shit! I thought I was gonna like spend some time with these characters first, but nah. The animation lackluster. It's pretty bad at times. Like it looks like they did like the like they're still in Photoshop, and they grabbed like the single layer of like the hero, and they're just kind of moving them around.
It's
Like when they're flying around, that's what it looks like.
That's funny.
Like they're just kind of moving them
There's
with
no
like
fluidity.
with like a gif of the clouds and stuff.
It's like no
No
fluid.
fluidity.
Yeah.
No. It's literally just him.
No animation
like,
of him.
yeah,
actually
no animation
flying.
of him moving. He's just going through the air.
It's not the style. It's just like how you
No,
say
that's
it?
the style
Oh
of
yeah.
the show. So that makes the show kind of lackluster in the animation.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought
And,
it was
some
like a
people
small
say-
detail people were missing.
Yeah, some people say like that helps like in contrast to the other, like what Ivan said, like the squeezing of the head and the head pops and stuff.
No,
Like it helps in like contrast because you're like, oh, that looks like shit, but this one, oh, that's dope. But no, I don't see it like that. I think they could have just done better. At one point, it looked kind of like the Boondocks, and I was like, oh, that would have been perfect if they like did it like the
animation like that?
Boondocks. Yeah.
Like that type of animation.
That
like
type of
the-
animation.
'cause
They
that
got the
shit
same
is fluid.
studio or all that. Yeah,
shit is
that would
fluid.
have been
That studio is Madhouse.
Madhouse Studio.
They did One Punch Man.
Yeah, if they
That's fluid too.
did that, bro. I feel like Boondocks had a different animator, but then they went to Madhouse, and that's where people were like, well, like this is way better. I don't think they were Madhouse in the beginning, but yeah, it's an okay show. I'm not done yet, but I was watching this other one called Jupiter's Rising. Is that what it's called?
No.
It's called Jupiter something, Ascending, something. And then it's basically about the same, like the boys stuff, evil Superman, blah blah blah, this stuff.
Everyone's making shows like that now.
Everyone's making shows like that, and it's kind of like a cliche.
Like
But
Superman?
It wasn't a cliche at first, and now it is.
What, Superman?
no, evil Superman.
Oh.
So basically, what happened in the show? He doesn't look. I don't know. I haven't like finished the episode because it was just so slow and boring. It literally starts off with like the Superman like guy. He has 2 kids. One of the kids like has like a scream, so she screams, and he's like, "You're not supposed to show people." And then the apparently the boy has like his powers, but like Superboy style, so like not all the way there.
I love Superboy.
And then that's what okay. And then he tries to take on like this bank robber who has like android stuff. So like she's able to like just blast him around, and she's just kicking his ass this whole time. And then the dad shows up, like, and this is a time skip, so he has like a beard and all this. Like he looks raggedy. Motherfucker looks like Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Oh man.
So she's like, huh? And he just like grabs her arm and like throws her to the ceiling and knocks her out. And like she just lands back on the floor. And he's like, I told you to call me, like if you need help or blah blah blah. And then the son's like, I get it. I don't know. The son just kind of seems like a drunk, like a drunkie, like an addict type character.
What's wrong with addicts, huh?
I'm tired of the fucking archetype, bro. Bro, you're saying that if you had superpowers and stuff and you smoked weed, you'd be a terrible superhero?
Oh hell no. That's what
I'm saying, bro. You're saying that these motherfuckers can't be productive?
Nah, you right.
Also, in mostly all media, they show that these superheroes can't get drunk because their metabolism's too high. They literally heal themselves too much, so they literally can't get drunk.
Didn't Jose the Homie have a cameo last week too?
Yeah, it's the homie.
Is that even Jose the Homie anymore?
No, it's not.
It's his wife.
Yeah, isn't Jose in jail?
No, he's
He
dead.
passed away.
Yeah,
Jose
rest in
passed
peace.
away?
Yeah.
Damn, R.I.P. Jose the Homie.
I used to buy. He used to come to the Mangoes, and I'd always buy mazapans off of him, right?
I'd always
And then
buy
he-
fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
He knew me as the mazapan kid. He was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Mazapans?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, bro."
What happened to him?
Passed away.
Like from...
I don't know him like that.
You guys want some ice cream?
Nah.
Y'all kind of want some ice cream.
I kind of want some ice cream.
This is about to pause the podcast. Let's put some ice cream.
Go do it.
Go get some ice cream, you big bitch.
I don't know.
I was
You
smoke.
big bitch. Angel's mom about to get a cameo?
Yeah, she's about to say, you want some? Hell no, she's about to go
hold
get some ice cream.
Wait, Lucy, come back.
Better go with her. Better go get you some ice cream.
Nah.
It's a hot
But-
day.
But I do kind of want to pause just for the fact that I don't want the sound inside.
Nigga,
Man,
get
it's
you
the
ice
streets,
cream.
man. It's cool.
Yeah, it's the streets, man. You know, that's
It's the
that's
streets.
the
It's
block.
that Fontana Streets, bro.
that's the block, bro.
Fontana block.
That's the atmosphere.
Is this our entertainment block?
Nah. Oh, I get it now. Yeah.
So basically, it was just a bad show. It was so slow paced and everything was kind of...
It sounds really boring.
Yeah, it was so boring. And I was like,
I know
fuck
what-
this. I'm
why'd you
watching
remind him, dog?
Invincible.
That's why you remind him, but anyway. That's
I don't know.
boring.
I was like, I might as well fucking watch Invincible, you know? Because that shit actually looks good. So I put that one on instead, and it is better. It's way better. In fact, I have like 2 hours of sleep now because of that show. I was like binge watching it.
Oh, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait,
It was-
Invincible or the boring one?
Invincible.
Oh, okay.
The boring one I stopped like mid first episode. Bro, if you can't grab somebody in your pilot episode, you fucked up your pilot episode.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Like that pilot episode is supposed to be, you know, your resume basically. Like you're supposed to fucking grab them.
I haven't seen the Bad Batch,
Kidnap 'em.
but people keep telling me that the first episode's fucking amazing and the second episode's regular.
It's so, bro. The second episode is literally just like a random ass like filler bullshit. I hated it.
I hated it.
I hated it. Just like, cause you can't give me this hour-long epic in the first episode and then go back to the fucking Rebels Clone Wars formula or Clone Wars season 1.
I remember
episode.
when they first invented sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
I remember when they first made 99. I always kind of liked it.
Right.
And everyone's coming out for some ice cream right now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should jump in.
I'm telling you, dog.
But I don't have.
It's a
I
universe-
don't have money.
Oh, I think I got like $2 actually.
So like,
The ice cream I like is like $2.50.
So-
you don't got quarters in your
Oh,
car?
yeah, I do have quarters in my car.
You know what's funny? I think the $2 is in the house.
That's not funny.
Got him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Nah.
I'm gonna go in the house and get $2.
No, bro, stop with the ice cream. We have a podcast to do.
oh, unprofessional. Hey, yesterday
No, unprofessional.
I was at the bus stop, right? Going home from work, and I met this dude, and he's like, he wanted a device. He's like, hey man, can I get some advice? And I was like, yeah, sure, what's up? And he started telling me about his problems and shit. And then I gave him some advice, you know.
What do you say?
I also told him some advice you gave me before too.
Shit.
So then I just felt like super an evangelical or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, he was cool. He was like this Mexican dude, but he told me he lived in Austria for a while. I was like, what the fuck? You lived in Austria? What are you doing out there? He's like, I fell in love with a German woman. And I was like, no way. He's like, yeah.
Got him a German honey.
Yeah, he said that he met some girl off of Facebook who was from Austria, and he fucking moved out there, became a citizen over there, and learned German. Damn. And then so he started teaching me some German phrases, right? He said like three.
He did all that like before he met her, and then he finally meets her. He's like, oh, is this her?
He said it's fucking cool over there, like nice ass old buildings and shit. Everything's nice. And yeah, he taught me like 3 phrases, and like he would say the phrase right, and then I would repeat it back perfectly. And he was like, "What the fuck, dude?" He's like, he's like, it took me a while to get the pronunciation right, and you're right here. You just say it like no problem. My only problem was I couldn't remember the phrase after.
Was it cool phrases though?
Yeah, he taught me how to say, "This beer is really tasty." He taught me how to say,
Dang, my mom got hooked up.
He told me how to say, "You're really beautiful."
What'd you get?
A Sunday?
That Sunday looks good.
Today's Tuesday.
Last month.
Hey, you still there?
I know.
Did that family wait for him to pull up more?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? That's weird,
That's
bro.
weird as shit, dude.
You know why it's more like they had their sandals on. They put their sandals on right here on the floor. Like they walked out without the sandals and put it on out here and waited for him to pull up.
Bro, what the fuck? Hey, Speedy Gonzalez got that hot Cheetos with chamoy and shit. And cheese.
Cancel Speedy Gonzalez.
Why?
He's a stereotype.
Mexicans don't care.
I know. In fact, it's very endearing. And like I said, representation is good.
Yeah. Dude, Mexicans fucking love Speedy Gonzalez, dude.
Bro, they can't stop talking about him, really.
Yeah. I won't love Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah.
Hey, look, Taz, on one of the last episodes, you said Taz was your favorite.
Yeah. Look at him. Motherfucker looks like a dog.
Yeah, he's got yellow eyes right there, so he looks like he's on crack or something.
He's also the Max favorite, too.
Doesn't he?
Huh?
No, he doesn't, huh?
No.
We're just admiring the Jose, the homie.
The artwork,
the
yeah.
artworks.
This shit's tight. That's not like corny, you know? It's like cool.
Mm-hmm. Who tagged that?
My mom. I'm just kidding. It's not my mom.
Everyone on the podcast? Whoa, I didn't know.
What a twist.
What a twist. This whole time, Ivan's mom did it.
Oh, the other day you were talking about a bunny, like a thing about how bunnies.
Like rabbit starvation?
Yeah, you could eat bunnies and survive, but then you die because of nutrition still.
Yeah.
Well, and I told you, I was like, I saw bunnies in some kind of media. They were doing that, right? But I couldn't remember what it was. Now I know. I remembered afterwards.
What was it?
It was from Us, the movie Us. Yeah.
Oh, they're doing the rabbit starvation.
Yeah, all the double people, the doppelgangers, they eat bunnies.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing they ate. That's crazy.
I remember someone referencing that when I was learning about the rabbit starvation.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
Also,
it's duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
It's rabbit season. It's opposite, but yeah, that's just funny.
Oh, it was opposite.
Yeah.
Duck season, fire!
Mm-hmm.
Ducky duck, man. That's so funny.
Daffy Duck could go die in a hole.
Why you make Ivan sad? People can't watch this. They don't see the face that Ivan makes when you say shit like that.
I guess you're right. That's why I'll take a picture.
This is the face you made when I say Daffy Duck can go.
Catch the new podcast episode. You can see Ivan's face look like this.
Alright, so this is crazy.
So you can hear Ivan's face look like this.
I used to watch Fresh Prince a lot as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And then I started watching another show called The Wayans Brothers. What was their show called? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, Wayans Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. So in the Wayans Brothers, they make references, like they'll make a joke and be like, "Oh, dude, you acting like Carlton from Fresh Prince." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So in their reality, Fresh Prince is a show that they watch.
Yeah.
That happens a lot, bro.
Yeah.
You know, they do that same shit in Victoria's, too.
Yeah.
It makes the feeling of
Probably not,
sitcoms more real.
Yeah.
When you reference other popular
Other
things.
medias, yeah. And then so when I was watching, now that I'm watching Fresh Prince again, this motherfucker will be referencing Bill Cosby or the Cosby Show. I'm like, whoa. So in Will's universe, the Cosby Show is the Cosby Show. But in the Wayans Brothers universe,
I hope Cosby's not the same Cosby, though.
Well, if it is Cosby, it is the same Cosby. We don't know about it yet.
You don't know. You don't know
We just
yet.
don't know yet. He's the same Cosby, but we don't know it yet.
I don't know. I don't think so. You know, I'm gonna go get some ice cream.
Oh man, he just
no.
left. Come back.
No, he's stopping again. This is my third chance. It's
the
another
universe.
family who was waiting for it to come up to theirs.
that's just weird, man.
Hey, just wait. Yeah, because remember,
Look, I think no, they went to go check.
remember at the mangoes?
No, they went to
everyone was just fucking.
Yeah, everyone would just run up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we have that apartment mentality.
Yeah.
Whose phone is that?
It's fucking yellow. Oh, mine. It's mine.
That's it.
Mine. You turn it on, huh? Turn that shit off. Ain't no one texting me. It's a group chat.
Why? What's on a group chat?
I don't like group chats. Group chats.
You can enter a pin and turn off your phone?
Yeah, nigga, I'm protected. What the fuck? What if I don't want to turn that shit off?
That's funny.
Alright, fine. I'll go to my memos, bro.
I thought that's what everyone was doing. We're talking about memos.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's all I had.
That's
Well,
what,
I had two more, but I don't know if it's right, if they're okay to talk about.
What is it?
What? You guys want to all like say a verse that we've been writing?
No.
Let's all do it. Let's all just say a verse.
Right.
The time me and Gallo tried watching a cursed Yu-Gi-Oh movie,
Oh shit, yeah. Huh?
we were like, me and Gallo were just bored at his place, and he's like, I got this Yu-Gi-Oh movie, let's just watch it. And I
The
was like, all right.
VHS tape.
Yeah, it was a VHS tape. And very Yu-Gi-Oh like, since Pegasus sends Yu-Gi-Oh VHS tape
Yeah.
and traps his uncle's soul in it. But yeah, so we're trying to watch this shit and it's not working. And then we finally get it to start working, dog, and it starts showing like pictures of the pyramids and the Twin Towers and shit. We're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
Like the random shit, like the most random shit.
That's why you are the way you are.
And it was a training. It was a
You got
training.
brainwashed.
It was like to train.
Yeah, we took that shit off. And then me and him, me and Gallo would always look at the fucking, you know how every Hispanic family has the Last Supper?
Oh yeah.
We would just look at that shit and just make up theories. And it was crazy because we'd keep going.
Bro,
we wouldn't
forgot
stop.
about that.
Yeah, we wouldn't
I
stop.
forgot about it, bro. Cause Judas, yeah, bro.
And then I was like,
all
hey.
the fingers.
Yeah, the
we
fingers.
counted the fingers.
This one dude, because Jesus has his hand like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of
Can you explain it to the audience?
it kind of looks like he's throwing up West Side, right? And there's another guy off to the side who has the same fucking hands. I don't know which apostle he is or whatever, but me and Gallo just call him Craig because of
Because
Steve
fucking
Lynch.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig Christ.
Craig Christ.
Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Jesus is the Lamb. Jesus is the Son of God. But Craig don't give a damn. I don't forgot the rest.
Because when Craig's inside, we party all damn night. I can't turn water into wine, but into Coke-Rose Light.
That shit's hard. Yeah.
I'm not the Messiah, I know. Can't walk on H2O, but I got this hydroponic shit that me and Judas grow. I'm fucking Craig.
Craig Christ. Dude, one time me and Angel went to Nando's to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I looked up at his, whatever you call that, his mantle.
Okay.
And he had the Last Supper 3D. I was
3D?
Like, yeah, it was a 3D Last Supper.
There's more
portrait.
to explore.
Yeah, I was like, dude, me and Gallo were right here. We could go like hours fucking coming up with theories. Imagine a 3D version.
Yeah, because we were at my house, so we had all day.
That's fine. I think I told both of you guys. I told Ivan, or I told Gallo, that day me, Neighbor, and Samson went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
You were on shrooms?
Yeah.
You were telling me, but you never finished.
Yeah.
We got rudely interrupted by Lucina, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that was another time.
Oh, yeah,
That was my dream. But,
We're pretty late, bro.
oh,
He's finally about to start talking.
Yeah,
No, you're
that's
good.
true.
no, you're good. Go for it.
Well, at least I want to hear the story, though.
Oh,
Alright.
fucking, me, Neighbor, Samson was supposed to go to White Castle. And,
There's a White Castle in California?
in Vegas. It's near Vegas. It's like I guess before you go into it.
Oh.
And but that shit wasn't 24 hours. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So let's just go to Buffalo Wild Wings. So we go to Buffalo.
I'm start calling you Kumar now.
It's funny because this fool wanted to buy some DVDs from the Redbox because he had just got a TV into his car.
No way.
Yeah, like a little screen to his car that can play CDs. So he wanted to play a movie on the way to Buffalo Wild Wings, and so we're about to go into the Redbox, and this young fool backs up into us as we're turning into the lane.
Backs up from a light, bro.
Yeah.
He rear-ended you?
Yeah. Oh well, he
front-ended him.
Yeah, he made
his
us
rear end.
Yeah, he made us rear-end him.
Oh shit.
Because he backed up into us. Because we were going left, but he's like, oh man, I was supposed to make it right. So we hopped out, and then neighbor was like, oh okay, just pull in here, we'll talk about it. So we pull in, and neighbor's hood is all bent in, and then like his tail lights out. I mean his headlights out. And this fool legit was like, I feel what happened? Like, you know, why you like this? He's like, are you drunk or are you faded or what?
Neighbor said that to the
guy?
Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, no man, I just need to make it right. He's like, man, damn, don't make stupid decisions next time, you know? He's like, he like looks at the car and then he starts jumping on the hood. Neighbor starts jumping on his hood, and he flans out the hood. And then he opens up the hood, and then he goes into the frame, because the frame's a little bent, and he like bends it back into shape. Yeah. And then he fixes the headlight. He's like, yeah, it's all good. It's not overheating. If anything, just
fix it up on the spot.
Yeah, on the spot. He's like, if you don't mind, I don't want to car insurance and stuff, you know. So if you have any money, you can throw me. You know, we can just do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, it could be just like a lesson learned.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, man, I don't have cash on me. I have cash at my house, but I send you my address. You know, if you want to go pick it up. And neighbor's like, yeah, fool, we're going to go eat right now, but after, we'll go pick it up. And he's like, I bet. And I had dropped a blunt because we hopped out. Yeah. And I was complaining about it because at that point, the shrooms had already hit. And so I was like, my blunt. And the whole time I was looking for my blunt. And,
again.
Yeah.
because last time it was the last time we did a podcast, huh?
Yeah, I was looking for that shit.
Yeah. The motherfuckers keep dropping his blunts, bro.
Yeah, and so
just walk around Fontana, you can find blunts. So if they're flat, they're angels.
Give them back. No, you can smoke them. Nah. No, but he's like, no, I'll give you an eighth of weed too, you know, and just fuck it. I was like, oh, it's sick. So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. I was tripping out because me, neighbor, and Samson were having a good time and shit. Yeah. Neighbor was getting drunk and getting like that fool was being comedic as fuck. People were tripping on us though. People are whispering loud, and when I'm on shrooms, I can hear it a lot more. So I started feeding into it. So I started yelling "shithawks" everywhere.
Shithawks? Yeah,
from what do you call it, Trailer Park Boys.
Oh.
When he gets too drunk, he calls everything shithawks. Everything that goes wrong with him. Instead of a demon, he calls it a shithawk. It's like those damn shithawks are everywhere. So neighbor was drunk as fuck at this point, so I got him to start yelling shithawks. Yeah. And his husband was just in the bag, just like fuck. And then
was Samson on shrooms too?
Nah, he was just eating the fucking chicken. He was eating the chicken wings. Yeah, he was eating chicken wings. He's like nom 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 nom. And I was just feeding off of the other people, and then neighbor was just drunk, so he was just saying random shit. But
obscenities.
Yeah. Yeah. This fool was saying like he's like man, all I want to do is play my music loud and piss off my mom.
Never said that.
Yeah, he's like I told her thug life. She came out banging on me. I'm like, hey, look me up, Google me. And then she fucking Googled me and she found my Facebook and she started beating me. And he started saying like, he's like, around that time I started sobering up, so I fought back.
That's funny.
But it was really funny because people was like hissing at us and shit the whole time. And
hissing?
Yeah, like I can hear them like saying, "Oh, why are you acting like that?" And then I can hear one person like he's not even eating his food, licking them, like why they're going out like this and shit like that.
Wait, what if that was all just in your head, bro?
No, it wasn't, because Samson noticed it too. That's why this was just in the bag, just like not even caring. He's just like letting it be. But afterward, we paid the check and stuff because this fool started making jokes saying like, he's like, all right, fool, when you see the headlights outside, and this was getting all crazy-eyed. So I didn't know if he was serious or not. He's like, when you see the headlights, just fucking run outside and we'll go. I was like, all right. And then he goes outside. I'm like, I have my card, you know. I was like, I don't know why he went outside because I think he was getting cash. Yeah. But he was just making a joke, and everyone was all mad at us at this point. And then he comes back, and I'm like, hey, fool, just give me the cash and I'll pay your card. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, fool, I'm stupid. How come you just didn't tell me that? And I'm like, I don't know, you stupid fool. And so we paid cash, and I know we were being like a little disruptive, so I left like a $25 tip and shit for the waiter, for the waitress and shit. But when I was walking out, one of the guys was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know why people hang out with people like that." And I wanted to turn around and be like, you know, if you mind your own business, you know, no, I was gonna tell him, why you mind your own business, but you whisper loud, you know, like it's crazy.
I know one time.
But I had a fun ass time. After that, after we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, we went straight to San Bernardino, picked up the $100 and weed. Yeah, and then
did you go to the Buffalo Wild Wings in San Bernardino or no?
No, we went to the one near Ontario, in Ontario. Yeah, so we went all the way. Then we went to San Bernardino.
I mean the one in front of Victoria Gardens, right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that was hard, bro.
Yeah. So and then we went to San Bernardino to pick up the 8th and the 100. That shit was a little intensifying, but it was pretty cool.
I know one time, it was like 2017.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of 2017, me and Jonathan went to a party. It was a coworker's party, one of my coworkers, and then it was kind of cool there. But then shit got lame. Well, it got lame for Jonathan. But then so he was like, fuck this party.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was like, let's dip. And then I was like, all right. So he calls up.
We should have him on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. We get picked up.
Shout out Big Chief Smoke.
We get picked up, and then we were like hanging out, and then we went to another place. We're gonna go to another party after that, but then he started having problems with the person who picked us up. So he was like, "Man, fuck you," and he's like, "Come on, Ivan, let's ditch." And I was like, "All right." And then so he told the person to pull over, and she did. And then we got out the car, but I stole that bitch's hat. There's a hat in there, and I was like, "This is totally my hat now."
Which hat is it?
It was a Dodgers hat.
It was cool because he stole it. That's why.
Yeah, right. I don't even like baseball like that. Well, like I said, I'm like a low-key baseball fan. But
no, you like to play baseball. You don't like baseball.
Yeah. And then so, but I tricked that shit out though. I put a Ren and Stimpy pin on it.
That's right.
And then, so me and him were walking around town. We're in Rialto, and we tried going to this donut shop, but then like it was like a walk-up donut shop. Like they don't have a drive-through, they have a walk-through. But Jonathan was like, Jonathan was like saying crazy shit to the guy working there. It was like 2 a.m. and the guy closed the window on us and he wouldn't serve us. And I was like, fuck. And he's like, bro, let's just walk up to Corky. So we were on Foothill. We walked all the way up to Corky's, the one above Riverside. On Riverside. And then we were eating there, and then we were both drunk as fuck, dude. Like we were gone. And I just remember we were talking, and we were talking about crazy shit, and then Jonathan told me something like about how like he kind of told me how everyone else around us was like judging us or like laughing at what we were saying, and I was like, how do you know? He's like, you'll just be talking about something and then they react to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was yelling shithawks.
And I didn't,
because they would react to it.
Yeah, I didn't notice. He noticed, and I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. I was like, man, fuck it, I don't care what people fucking say about me, you know? I'm just gonna keep it real.
Because in my head, I was just in the space of me, neighbor, and Samson, and we're just chilling, having fun. Neighbor was drinking because there's beer, you know?
Yeah.
And people are drinking and stuff.
Bro, Buffalo Wild Wings is just fucking like hot. I mean, loud.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Me and Samson were talking about it, like, owners build, like, especially at bars, build the floors and stuff to where like sound bounces off. So like when people whisper, you can hear that shit easier inside a bar, or because of the way the sound bounces off each other. Yeah. Especially once the music dies down and the next song comes on, that's when you hear the real whispers. And so that's why I was just feeding off them. They already think I'm already gonna be like how you say it, a druggie in public, right? So I just gave them what they wanted. And so after.
Why are you feeding into it? Why are you being their monkey?
Oh, because I was on stage.
Circus monkey.
Because I was on stage. After a while, I calmed down and shit. But it's just funny how they had already thought about that, even before I even acted like that. And so I just played into it and then played off of it, played down from it, and that's why I left a big tip, because I knew I was being an asshole.
Shithawks.
Yeah, I knew I was being a shithawk. That's because all of them were being shocks to me. So I was like, I'm going to be a shock too.
I've been there twice. I think twice, maybe 3 times. But one time I went with, it's because I went to go see a concert. I went to go see Kuko with 3 friends, right? But one of them is my close friend, and the other guy was a friend of his that I hanged out with a couple times. Yeah. And I thought we were cool. but I guess not. And then like another friend, and one that I never met before, right? But I was hyper as fuck that day. Like the whole day I was hyper.
And so now he has misconceptions on you.
Yeah, it's that perception.
Yeah. So like I was like cracking jokes after jokes, and I was just fucking with them, all three of them. And I was like, I took like Snapchats and shit of like me fucking around, and like I called I was giving them all nicknames, right? And then I was like, one of the dudes, I guess he was Mexican, but he looked white. I called him Cracker Jack. And then I caught the other dude, the one I didn't know. I caught his reaction. He was like, I think he was like smoking or drinking something. He goes, he opens his eyes all wide and shit. And then I called him something, I forgot what. And then I could just tell that they were, the other fool who I called Cracker Jack, he had the same energy as me. He was like a little hyper kid, dude. And so like we would just like, we were cool. But the other dude that I didn't know, I could feel his like animosity towards me building up, dude.
Yeah.
And then so like when we were in the
man.
like I just kept I know how you feel, like I just kept amping it up and amping it up. And that's I think that's a problem I have. Like when I could tell I'm annoying you, I just amp it up even further. And then so we went to Buffalo Wild Wings afterwards. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Cause I know.
We went to me?
Yeah, both of you.
We went to Buffalo Wild Wings afterwards, right?
Some nerves.
The four of us, and then
Your nerves.
see the thing about me though, I'm pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I made that dude laugh hard.
I made that abundantly clear.
We're in the Buffalo Wild Wings, and I started like well, not only am I just funny, but like I could talk about random shit, and if you're talking back, we could have a long ass, cool ass conversation, right? So like I forget what I was saying and shit, but I was like, we're waiting because it was busy, right? We're in the lobby, and then
running in my lobby.
We're just sitting right there, bored as fuck. So I started talking about shit, and then like it was cool, and like I made them laugh, and then when we were finally seated, I started doing things where like I would say like a 5-word sentence using that person's name, and I would put every single word in the sentence had to have the same letter, start off with the same letter. And so I kept doing that, and then they thought it was funny, and they started playing along, and we all started doing them, and it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Connotation.
But you know what's crazy that I found out on the Shroom trip too, that I wasn't stop faking.
What do you mean?
Because I was just faking, like Gala was saying. I was just playing into it. I was just faking it.
Yeah.
But afterward, I was like, I'm just done with faking now.
So what? That you go to that Buffalo Wild Wings, you go to another situation like that, you're not gonna act the same way?
Well, I'm not gonna act act the way that people expect me to act ever. You get me? So like.
Wait, you will act the way?
No, I won't. I won't.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'd say just act yourself, bro.
No, that's why. The whole Shroom trip was saying like, was telling me don't fake, you know, because I was also hearing things that I needed to hear too, that was like from my past, because my subconscious was picking up other shit too, from like different conversations, because you're hyper aware, and so the subconsciousness picks up words that you need to hear, well, at least for me, that's how I interpret it, and he was just telling me like, yeah, just start faking. Even Samson too, because Samson knows what's going on in my head as I'm doing this. He was telling me this. He's like, "Are you done now?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm done now." And
he told you that when during or
yeah,
after?
during after. I told him like I'm
during after,
yeah.
during or after.
Yeah,
during after.
Yeah, during the whole situation after I calmed down. Like he noticed it. He's like, "Are you done now?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, because my question was, did he tell you that as you were doing it, like during the time you were doing it, or did he tell you after everything was said?
Yeah, afterward. After that whole situation at that point. And so that's why if I don't talk is because that's just my true emotions. I don't want to talk. I'm not really interested in anything.
So you're saying you're not interested in the podcast right now?
No, not in the podcast.
But I've just been saying that you haven't been talking to me.
Oh, that's why I'm not gonna fake interest of something I didn't watch. You get me? The old me would have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump in and.
That's some David Goggins shit, dog.
What?
That's what he says. Well, that's what he says about his past. He's like, he's always saying, yeah, I don't. He told Joe Rogan pretty much. He was like, yeah, man, like, let's say it was a 20-year-old me, and I knew that you like UFC, even though I don't know shit about it. I'd be like, oh yeah, I like UFC, just because I want to be your friend.
Exactly.
And he said that. He's like, but now I don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm into what I'm into.
Mm-hmm. And then the past 2 trips, that was like evident, like it was always there, but this one was like it was just more there. It was just more in my face. and that's why I take it.
Well, with what you just said, I feel like showing interest of other people's interest isn't faking to yourself.
Well, no, that's not faking to myself. But I get that.
Like the way
because genuine conversation, that's what it is. You get me?
Yeah. Like the way that you just said, like if I don't know UFC, which I don't, and you talk about UFC, I'm not faking my interest. I'm still talking to you about it.
But I'm not gonna pretend like I know. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, tell me more, because I really don't know. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna feed it off of it. You get me?
Tell me more.
Well, I remember when I was telling you and Juan about how UFC is kind of like an anime sometimes? And I started explaining how the fighters were like, this guy beats this guy, but then this guy gets beat by this dude and this and that, and they're from these cities and this and this. And then you're like, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah.
Were you faking it then?
No, because he explained it in a way that, it's for me. You get me?
Yeah. It's also for me, too.
Yeah.
I like explaining it.
It's for us.
Because when I tell Ivan things that I know he would like, I project it in a different way. Before I tell him, I tell him, I figure out if someone else that he likes, like someone famous, likes it, so then that's what I go in with, and that's what gets him.
I'm like,
interesting.
That's why I'm like, I even like Lucky did a song with Lil Yachty. He's like, oh, okay,
dude, yeah. Like
that's how I get him.
And I love that song.
Yeah, someone he has to know it. He has to know it. That's how I get him.
That's bad, bro.
What do you mean? I mean, I did. There was another song I liked from him called No Walk. I like that song, and that's before.
That's the only song that's on your playlist. That's the sin.
No, there's 2 songs: New Walk and Greed. Now, but at that point it was just Walk, No Walk, and then and then you told me about Greed, and I looked that shit up, and that shit's hard. Like that's my favorite Lucky song, especially Lil Yachty's parts.
Like he's coming up.
I don't listen.
Lil Darky's coming up.
Lil Darky's been up.
Yeah, a bunch of reaction video people are reacting to Lil Darky music.
Bro, I hate those reaction videos.
Why?
I don't know. There's something about it, and I don't know why YouTube be like trying to tell
I
me
like
about
seeing
it.
nomies not like nomies like that, but like people who don't like really listen to that underground stuff. Now listen to it, and I like seeing their reaction.
That was it.
There was just like random dude that was like reacting to like Arctic Monkeys and like just some stuff, and then the entire time he was just kind of like, whoa, that's fire. Whoa! Like, and that's the whole that's the whole thing for like 12 minutes.
Reaction videos.
It's like a 3-minute song.
They've always been on the up, And it's funny when a reaction video reacts to another reaction video.
That is funny. The metaverse of reaction.
That's like basically Hot Schwinge's daughter. That's like her whole channel pretty much. Her reacting to videos of her uncles. Or her uncle and her dad.
That's funny.
Yeah, but there was like a big come up last year, because they've always been up, but there was an even bigger come up last year of new people becoming reaction channels because the pandemic. So a lot of people never seen Star Wars before, so a lot of people got famous off of reacting to Star Wars for the first time.
Oh yeah.
I watched
that
two,
makes sense. Especially the OG trilogy.
I saw 2 new people I'd never seen before react to Star Wars, and it was tight. Yeah, one of them was this one girl, and she's also watching the Marvel movies now too, and she loves the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and she watched the second one recently, and she was like, yes, this one's cool, but the first one's better. Like, this one had way too many jokes. She was like, it seems like that was like their main concern was making you laugh. And I was like, damn, that's like exactly what I thought.
I don't think the same way.
You don't think the same way?
I don't think the same way.
I
Especially for the fact that
even in the first fight, the first scene is them fighting, and then it's played off, and the monster looks cool. It looks like the Raptor from Episode 7 in Star Wars, but they play it off as a joke, and they just have Baby Groot dancing the whole time, and the fight's going on in the background. I was like, okay,
because they made it to the song.
Like, I really wanted to see that fight, and instead I had to look at Baby Groot the whole time.
I don't know why you would not like that.
I guess my mind's just like on action,
Yeah, both of you guys' minds have always been on the action.
Yeah, well, substance. Because I don't know.
No, it would always be the action.
I like action and substance.
You guys always put substance like second.
Yeah.
No, I don't put substance.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably used to, but now I put substance first before action.
I'll see.
Because that's the whole reason why I didn't like Godzilla versus Kong is because of substance, not action.
Yeah, the reason I like Godzilla versus Kong is because of the action. I put the substance off to the side.
Yeah.
I was like,
some movies you have to
I
do
can't. Okay, because usually I can't, right? But there was enough action for me to be able to do it.
Yeah, because I had good action.
It really did, and a lot of it. It's tight.
Like I said, that movie was written backwards. It was written with the fights first and the story second.
Which I'm glad, because imagine if they put the substance first and they did a terrible job at it, which happens.
Well,
Which happens.
If they
Especially
went
with
into it with the
kaiju
thought of putting the substance first, I think that it would have probably come out just a little bit better. Because then they wouldn't be relying on the action.
Nah, because
No.
they would have had shitty substance still.
It's just hard to have substance in that type of movie. I mean,
It
kaiju
really
movie.
is, yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're trying to do like a commentary on stuff like Shin Godzilla. But then again, you know how American audiences are going to react.
Shin
to
Godzilla had more substance than action, and it still hit.
But like I was
Because the
saying
action
right now,
hit fucking hard too.
Yeah.
Because of that, it has substance.
like I was saying, the American audience don't react to substance well.
They're trying to say I'm not American?
All right, I think that's a good ending.
Yes.
Oh,
So basically, your boy got 2 jobs now.
Hey, round of applause.
So, I'm tired as hell. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
No, you look the same to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
you just always look done with life.
But
That's how you always look.
yeah, so I'm probably going to be more and more tired throughout the podcast days. But I really hope you guys can help pick up the slack.
See?
Alright, we'll see. Maybe I'll write in the notebook more. Because I always like have like every day or something, I'd be like, oh, I could write that down.
It's every day, bro. I got your hat.
But I always have my notebook away. Bro, that would have been a good topic to talk about. That was faked, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
What?
Bro, didn't Mayweather train him or his brother?
Who?
I don't know.
Mayweather versus Jake or
I have.
I think he
the
did.
other one.
Okay.
Did he come out?
Yeah,
with them?
they both trained for some shit, and then like you're really telling me that now they're gonna fight and he's gonna
It's
take his
anime,
hat
bro.
and be like really fat, like
Well,
really mad about it.
He's fighting Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's why.
That was Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's why though.
I saw a meme that said it showed like a boxer getting up
Bro, if
and
you're getting trained by fucking Mayweather, you're not gonna bring it
Jay,
to show him Mayweather or some shit.
No, he's not. No, I even hell no. Even at home.
Like you bring somebody, bro.
Let me check.
You bring somebody to show off, especially like I don't know, man.
So I saw this meme, right? And it showed like some boxer getting up in Floyd Mayweather's face, and he like pushes him and shit. And it said when other boxers get up, try to fuck around with Mayweather, he does that, right? And it shows when a YouTuber tries to fuck around with Mayweather, it shows Mayweather like punching him and shit and pushing him. And then it shows when a real fighter gets up in Mayweather's face or tries to fuck with him, and it's Conor McGregor like touching his head and shit and just joking with him and all that shit he did during their press tour. And Mayweather just didn't do anything. He's just sitting there like.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Who, me or him?
I'm saying that fucking Logan,
Trying
the
to
whole
figure
Logan
out.
Paul thing is faked.
Oh,
Okay,
faked?
here's the
Yeah,
thing.
because
yeah.
what's with the overreaction of it?
I know that those YouTubers like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and all of them, they all talk shit to each other and they all make videos about it because everyone likes drama. So they make shit tons of money off the drama. So like they're in on it. They're not actually they're not actually at each other's throats. But they make a video, a simple, easy video with that headline, and then other people are gonna watch it. And then to understand more of the situation, you have to go watch the other person's video. And so they just cross, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Cross.
Cross-reference?
Networking.
Yeah.
Reference each other?
Yeah. So then you're just like cross promote each other. So you start watching all those channels and shit, and it works. It works on people. Rice Gum did that shit too, and he was involved with their shit too, and so that's obviously fake, and you can say whatever is fake about that. Jake Paul's altercation with Mayweather, but as far as the validity of the fight itself, I'm not really sure because Logan Paul is pretty huge and Floyd Mayweather's pretty tiny, and it just seems like a fight that wouldn't be real. Also,
I don't think Logan Paul has any stamina, so I'm pretty sure Mayweather's just gonna kind of run around.
especially with Mayweather's streak at risk.
He's not gonna risk his streak, and everyone's gonna be like, if he does lose, they're gonna be like, oh, that one didn't count. It's a fucking thing, blah blah. And it's like it was still a fight.
Because
it was still a fight, bro.
He fought some Japanese dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was in some other promotion, and they try to say like it was a real fight at first, right? But then they put all these weird rules and stipulations on it, and then like Floyd won, and it's like it was just weird from the get go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what type of fight it is. If motherfucker could go into the UFC, he's still not gonna want to fucking lose. He's just gonna run around, tie the guy out like he always does, and fucking just like try to get the hits in.
Maybe, but if he wasn't MMA, he'd have to work on that takedown defense.
Yeah. You think he'd be able to do that? I don't think he'd be able to do that.
It's possible, but it's hard as fuck.
Was it like 50, 40?
Yeah. He looks totally different
Yeah, he
now.
is, huh? No, I think he's like 50.
Yeah.
No.
He's up there, no?
No, I think I'm getting. Yeah, I think we are getting his age and his fucking win streak.
Confused. I saw another meme that showed Floyd Mayweather in 1998, I think it was, and he was like winning his first pro boxing fight, and then it shows Conor McGregor in 1998, and he was a little boy.
See, yeah, bro. That's how it is, bro.
So he's up there.
He's up there, and he still won. And he still won.
What, against Conor?
Yeah.
I still feel like it was early stoppage.
Yeah, but also they were giving Conor a lot of fucking chances. Oh, what are you doing?
Covering my hand.
I will admit, Floyd's punch, like, he did land some punches on that shit. But
Connor's hammer fisting the whole time. They're like,
Yeah.
you need to stop. And he's like, all right, I will.
Can we
Hey man,
fix it?
it's in your system, man.
It's in the system.
You fight one way and you're gonna keep
He
fighting.
got
that way.
tired. He got tired fast.
Conor? Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. I mean, okay, when I saw that fight, I wasn't fully
Into the whole.
into UFC,
Yeah.
right? But I just knew I liked what I liked. Like, I liked Conor, I liked Nate and shit. I didn't really know anything about the cardio aspect. And now, looking back on that fight, I was like, what was I thinking? Because analysts were saying, oh, yeah, there's 12 rounds in a boxing fight, but each round's only like 2 or 3 minutes. And Conor's been in all these title fights, and the title fights are always 5 rounds, but they're 5 minutes each. So, like, the UFC kind of had, like, more time than a boxing fight, right? So I was like, I heard an analyst said that shit, and I was like, that makes perfect sense, right? But now that I'm who I am now, and I know way more about it, I'm like, oh, Conor had, like, first-round knockouts. So
Yeah.
he doesn't even have that cardio.
Yeah, the time is not there.
And the time when he went to later rounds, he lost. And he won one against Nate Diaz, but everyone thinks Nate won. So it's just like, I was like, what the fuck? I can't believe I had that opinion.
Yeah. So if nothing happened that first round, it was over already.
Yeah. So
Which nothing did, because Mayweather always be running, which isn't a bad strategy, but it's also like, I don't know. People just don't want to see that.
you love to hate him.
You love to hate
you'll
it.
still watch his fight because he's a big deal.
Yeah. But I'm not going to pay for it.
Oh, yeah. This is Angel G.
This has been Gallo V.
Ivan O.
Stay blessed. Have a good day.
Yeah, do whatever you want, man. You can have a bad day if you want to. Have a good day. Have a day.
This is a day.
Crest
Just a
Palace. Where do you get Crest? Crest Palace. Oh, cool.
Drink your milk. Drink your water.
What the fuck?
Nah, just, yeah.
All right.